We have a large area of responsibility. We've got 34 miles of tidelands, and we partner with 5 different cities that share San Diego Bay. And it's a complex strategic port with a lot of critical infrastructure, U.S. Navy, U.S. Coast Guard, shipbuilding companies, hotels, marinas. There's a lot happening here.
The command model we use at San Diego Harbor Police is very much based off intelligence-led policing. So based off that, what we look at is data. What data do we have? How do we analyze that? And then get it to the officers in the field and make sure they know where our problem sets are.
Particularly post 9/11, there is a significant drive, and it makes sense that there be intelligence-led policing. We needed a tool to help us capture all our information so that we could accomplish the task at hand.
Most people are visual learners. Training officers over the years, I find that to be particularly true for police officers. Very visual, very observant. CrimeView is critical to them understanding the situation on the ground. Our younger officers are very into technology, so whether it's through lineups or on their mobile devices or on their MDTs, the ability to take that information and give it to those young officers very quickly so they can understand what you want them to do is critical.
Prior to CrimeView, it would have been necessary, or was necessary, for a commander at whatever level he or she might have been at to request from records that they run a report, and then you're looking at a spreadsheet.
We had folders of paper, passed down sheets, we had word of mouth. Information was limited, and it wasn't always consistent.
Because our officers work 3 distinct beats, the airport, the water, and the land around the water, each day they rotate through operational assignments.
We've identified areas that we're getting a lot of thefts. We'll saturate that. It'll identify some characteristics of the thieves we're looking at, as an example. The good thing is, because of our efforts, thefts are down in this area, so we'll see results, and I think that's powerful.
With CrimeView, it gives a chance to come into lineups and explain what the situation on the ground is using a very visual product, and then the officers actually see the results of the work they're doing. And I think that is the key point there. They put their resources, their work toward that mission, that goal, and they see that it works. It validates the whole process.
The neat thing about CrimeView Dashboard, first of all, it's user-friendly. You don't need to be the most technologically savvy individual to learn how to navigate and learn how to manipulate it. It has various tools within it which allow you to set up whatever it is that you want to capture. The fact that it syncs and pulls 4 times a day for us from our records management system is phenomenal, so that you're looking at live data essentially, and then set up whatever analytical tools are best for you to represent the agency's activity, all levels of activity.
Where before, there would be inconsistent communication, especially with the other side of the week that we don't have much contact with. Now, at a glance, I can see not only what their sergeants have input, but also the arrests they were making, the citations, the areas they had concerns with, some of the crimes affecting us, and I can do that at a glance.
Once the officers and the sergeants saw the value of using CrimeView in their daily operations and how effective it was, and that we were making progress against our crime reduction goals, then it didn't have to be mandatory. They wanted to use it, they liked to use it, and you saw officers using it on their own when they were investigating crimes.
It can have an immediate effect on the public and our stakeholders, the Port District stakeholders. As an example, just out on patrol, getting flagged down, and a stakeholder identified an issue he was having. I was able to assure him that not only would I pass it down, but I'd input a mission that day, and as early as the next hour, officers could be addressing this, and it would be addressed across all shifts. Really, really amazing feedback from the public that were grateful for that response, and they see the result because they see officers being directed to that area. And in the past, that kind of pass down just wouldn't happen without CrimeView.
CrimeView has enabled us as an organization to link the strategic, operational, and tactical levels. When we set goals and set missions, particularly to get that feedback loop, and so we know if we're being successful or not, and we know where we need to improve.
And I think the officers appreciate knowing, hey, on our beat today, this is our issue, and I'm going to go address it. I think that the ability to affect our beat is very valuable.
And there's an old saying that processes outlast people. As we all know, as law enforcement professionals, people change, positions change, people get promoted, organizational structures change. But if you have a process that everybody uses and understands, even as they go through the ranks, then your organization is going to be more focused in their mission and be successful because everybody is working for the same goals.